Up here in Alaska, these signals come to us. We see, the birds coming here earlier. We see, these changes in trees. We see the glaciers going away. I think the idea that something isn't changing is pretty hard to sustain if you look at some of these photos and you see a huge glacier in one and no glacier in the next. In that sense, we have the responsibility to communicate that to others because we're seeing it. Fred Dean is an emeritus professor of wildlife biology at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. This was 2004, and he kind of stopped by with this big box of 35 millimeter Kodachrome slides that he had taken largely sitting in the back of a Super Cub aircraft flying around Denali Park in the mid-'70s. We just kind of cut out a light table and started spreading them out and looking at them and looking at this amazing sheaf of maps that he also brought with him. He had taken immaculate notes. It's kind of a little miniature time machine. The idea was, we want to repeat these because we're experiencing such dramatic warming relative to other parts of the globe. I would be in the front seat with these photos on my lap and a camera. Basically, it was just trying to match what we were seeing out the bubble of the helicopter with the photo we were holding in our hand. And it's a good thing I don't get airsick, I guess is one thing I would say. One really, really unique thing about Alaskan national parks is that they encompass the full landscape within them. Down low in Denali, there's large areas of bogs and black spruce wetlands and lakes and rivers. And then you get up into the Alaska Range and you have very steep, rocky cliffs going all the way then up into permanent ice fields that sort of slather the landscape. This is an ice fall. The disappearance of glacial ice is a direct function of a warming climate. Glacial ice is often many hundreds of years old, or if not thousands of years old, and that represents a huge amount of water. Sea levels are affected by this very kind of melting of glacial ice. Water, on the beaches of wherever, that's creeping upward, and that's water that used to be stored in ice sheets and in the mountains of Alaska. This is changing from one kind of vegetation to another kind, from shrub tundra to quickly turning into a white spruce forest. This isn't a place that used to be forested. If the vegetation is tundra in one year and then is forest in the next, it means that something fundamental is being altered. The emotional thing that's hitting me of late is the number of times I hear the word unprecedented, like 2015 was the hottest year on planet Earth ever. The change in CO2 measured in Mauna Loa are unprecedented. Unprecedented is a word you should hear rarely, one would think. What I feel when I'm looking at these photos, I feel like there's warning lights going off at a planetary level that we are blowing through like a drunk driver. We need to wake up. There's big flashing lights going off.